Well, if I'm a doggo and I sneeze, sneeze, sneeze. Well, if I'm a doggo and I sneeze, sneeze, sneeze.
Hello, chat. I will be with you in a small number of seconds. You know what? It's one of your birthdays, surely. Let's go now. Hey. How's it going, secret chat members? Hope you didn't share anyone the Dogger review for today. It's here. Don't tell anyone. I hope this game has access today. Ah, you must be feeling pretty proud of yourself, Kelly, huh? 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 How does it feel to be a celebrity? You must feel some happiness coursing through your veins. Some dopamine, something. Yes, hell yeah. And you know, I never thought about that as a side effect of the stream, right? But like, I've gone back to doing it now, but like, when we did the Dogger reviews, I always used to put the dogs in the bottom right of the screen. And that must have made people happy, right? When it's like that, when it's their pets and they see them on the stream, they must think like, yeah, those are my heckin' puppers. Crumble. How's it going, Callie and Pixel? Hey, Birdkeeper. Not the cat. It's a secret cat. We're going to be waiting 0 to 20 minutes, 0 to 2 minutes, 0 to 30 seconds.
Waiting indefinitely.
Yeah, I don't know. We've invited Cake and Blank. Did they both say they could play?
Yeah.
Okay. Our friends will get here momentarily. Cake's probably having a poo. Blank's American, so...
What does that mean?
Well, you know, he might also be using the toilet. I don't know. I think it's possible. How's everyone in Twitchland? How's your weekends been? Did you miss me? I had a great yesterday, I think. Although I've really done something to my back today. I don't know what, but my upper back is like old man. Lower back, perfectly fine. Thank you, lumbar support pillow. But my upper back is pegged. Hi, Rob-san. Hey, PPPPRC. What's wrong? How are you, Rob? What's up, gaming grandma? You tried talking to HUDs.tf issue about the HUD issue you have. Oh, yeah? What's up? Was there no response? 1.5 line of page of default anim, and you have to remove the default.
Hello, Willen.
Hello. Hello.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Yes.
New mic?
Yes, new mic.
You sound lovely.
Yes, new mic. All that stuff. Thank you. It's just a Blue Yeti. It's nothing crazy.
I like it.
Yeah, I should sound a lot better now.
Yeah, it's nice. I can hear your voice ringing in. Oh, lovely to see you, man.
Chilling and stuff right now. In the training room. Just waiting for things to get going.
Oh yeah, I've just joined the psych. Just to have something on the screen. Hey PPPSC, you're not going to make your own HUD unless someone does it for you. If I were you then, look through, there's like thousands of TF2 HUDs. Find one that looks close enough to the one you like, and tweak like the colors. You can do that in like one line, that's fine. Do I need to make a lobby then? Cake's here too, I think, right?
Hello?
Hello. I'm not muted, right? No, I'm here.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
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 Hi.
Hi. Everyone there? We all muted? We're all friends?
Well,
I'm alive.
If you're all online, I can invite you to the lobby. Are you, who's... Alex is Chris,
sorry.
right?
Yeah, that's me. I'm on the loading screen.
hang on,
Oh.
let me just go like that.
I can't invite any of you.
I'm in the loading screen. This sign is spinning.
Okay, well, when you can, let me know and I'll invite you and we can start immediately on the content. Is the audio okay, chat, or is it a bit loud? Because this is like an audio test as well. Can you hear us and the Discord over the slaughter? The psych's running a lot better than I remember it running. Maybe it's just the maps that are slow. Has this game had many updates since we last played, like a few weeks ago?
Judging from the fact my game didn't need to update. my
No,
guess would be
right?
no.
Ah. Fair enough.
I have not played it since we played it last time.
How have you been,
Well, that's
Kaki?
great. I played it a ton, but
Oh yeah.
with difficulties.
Oh, one of the mods, or you had trouble playing it?
Mm. It's just that the game still has hit rate issues, so it's sad. Unfortunately.
It also has friends list issues. It keeps like stacking your names together in a place where I can't click on them.
I am in the
Audio's
in the
fine.
hub.
Alex, I can't
I've been
invite
playing
or join
Skyrim
you.
instead.
Can you invite me? Oh, sorry, Cake. What?
I've been playing Skyrim.
Oh
That's
shit.
what I think.
What's
That's
your
my
current
jam.
build? Is Stealth Archer?
No, I'm playing healer conjuring one hand.
Dude, dope.
You're a
What-
healer?
Yeah.
Whoa. You're playing
Just
Mercy?
like different stuff. Mercy?
Mercy me.
wish.
Can one of you
Mercy
invite me
spinning,
instead?
spinning,
Apparently I
spinning.
can't invite any of you or
I
interact
can.
with your
Yeah, I can.
lobbies.
Well, I probably shouldn't invite you. That's probably a bad idea.
I
Is the
can't
lobby system
invite
broken?
Or join you, Woolen. It's you specifically. I'm not even surprised.
Can you invite and join the others?
I can invite everyone but you.
Yeah, I can join them.
That's a
Like,
Woolen moment. You've done something.
Hang on,
There's
if I-
something you've done.
Let me exit the psych. Maybe that's why. Maybe. The issue is you were using base HUD, so you might make one from scratch. Sure. But I mean, if you just want to have something that sort of fits your... Because it sounds like you don't want to spend a lot of effort, but you want something that requires a lot of effort. There's a bit of a gap there, a bit of a skill issue, if you will. So I would just find something like a HUD that someone else has made and that's close enough, and then just live with it. You can move like the health and the ammo left and right with like one line if that's all you really care about. That's what I'd do. Like occasionally I'd find like a better HUD, like a components from a better HUD, and I'd just plop that in my one. Like the MVM HUD, I'm pretty sure it's nicked from somewhere else, because I can't be asked to make that. Maybe it works now that I'm in. No. Should I relaunch the game? Maybe.
Hang on.
Okay.
It says I can join you now. So let me see if I can invite you.
I'm gonna stay still
Yeah.
then. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're in. All right. Tech Cord Kane? Is that blank? Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah, that's me.
Let's
Hello.
pick a mission.
No Klingren?
No Klingwen, yeah. What have we done?
Maybe I will switch later, but for now I feel like playing Zealot with the Thunderhammer,
Hell
so I
yeah.
will.
Fair enough.
Even though it sucks, I'm going to use it.
You mentioned it was
It's-
sick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's cool. It's cool, but
Hmm.
that doesn't mean it's good.
Hello, potato. Sorry. I'm eating crumble. Sorry.
The crumble is good.
The crumble's so good. Oat milk cream is so good. Thank
Also
you.
because I added sugar.
Hello, oh, hell yeah. Oh, did you? Oh, you did as well. Hello, long name and Zacking. Potato. How are all of you? Hello, all. Hello, Emperor. Poto. Do you want me to pick a mission, or are you lot looking into it?
I should probably look at one. Or
See what
look
looks
at
fun.
a little bit. Alright, let's see.
I made a nice cranberry and 1 apple crumble. I thought we had more, but we had 1 apple, so it's like 500 grams of cranberries.
So used to just immediately defaulting to playing on difficulty 4 and 5. I have to like look at 3s.
Yeah, we're not. Our skill issues are out fixed. Why does it
Both haven't
matter?
played this game as much.
Why does it matter if they're all random? What do you mean? The levels? Because it's a different mission, or do you mean something else?
Yeah, it's a different mission.
Um,
So, like, how do I put this? It's
oh, it's cranberry. Yeah.
It's random and it's terrible because you can't pick what mission you want on what difficulty you want.
Yeah.
So,
I guess it doesn't really matter then. Just pick
Well,
whatever
and-
through.
well, I'm just kind of putting it to us because we're familiar with it
Yeah.
more than he is.
Yeah, they
Um,
Blank and Cake have played way more than me. Me and Chris have. I don't know if Chris has played off stream, but we've only played like 12
Chris
hours.
does nothing but play this game when you're asleep.
Yeah, I'm
pretty
like
sure,
grinding.
right?
I have like other side
What
characters.
the heck, Chris?
Yeah. The
The
cash
second
shop and
mission
unfinished
I
status a
released,
month for
I'm,
launch
like,
displeases you.
Launching my my secondary account and playing.
Yeah, I guess my issue is I've not played enough to come across these issues. Like I understand,
What do you
wasn't the meme that like the microtransaction cosmetics are like implemented properly, but nothing else
Oh
is?
yeah, and they've had like new ones every week.
Lovely.
They've had a new selection of them every week.
Amazing.
It's crazy. Do we want to do? There's a map I really like, but it's 3 high intensity.
Thank you, potatoes. Oh yeah.
We can play that.
Too bad the meshes are broken. Wait, like if you...
Also, I can
Do they
set it to
glitch out?
private game now.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Does it like randomly
that's
stretch off
horrible.
into infinity and stuff? Hey, you know
I
what?
forgot to ask if you checked the shop.
I did check. There was nothing interesting. Oh, I like that you just look like a Fallout 3 handyman.
Yeah, I just wear the basic garbage.
I like it. You do 3D modeling at work, and whoever worked on the cosmetics were asleep at the wheel, missing digits on hands, clipping through items. Hell yeah.
Here we go.
Is it just... Are they just linking directly to like the wrist bone or something instead of to like the individual... I don't know how this game does its rigging, but like... I'm assuming if it's like a glove, you'd normally link it to the wrist and then to the end of each digit, so it would rotate.
Are you looking at something, Chris, or have you forgotten that you can ready up?
Cock, it's me.
No,
Don't
I
blame
did
Chris.
it. It was.
Oh, it's
what
Roland.
the-
I was thinking about holy meshes.
Oh, accused of a crime I did not
Yeah,
commit.
Accused of her.
Chris, come on.
I was
Chris-
looking at my phone, but I was ready to.
Damn it, Chris.
Oh, Kate, did you see my progress I
Delayed
posted
us.
the other day on Discord of
Your
my
what?
painting? My Warhammer progress. I did more
Did not
gold.
comment on it.
I think you did, the shield. You said that you like the contrast.
You added gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's cute that you guys
Yup.
been like painting the Warhammers.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm really slow lately. I
Plunge
get
can fix
going
it for you.
After goodness.
Grimace.
That's alright. The nice thing is, like, it's not like the paint's gonna go moldy. You can just wait. Right?
I mean, it's gonna dry out eventually.
Well, the paint on the model that you've already placed, I mean. Like, that's there forever, isn't it? Hope you're having fun with your friend, but the state of Fat Shark was really gross. That's a shame, because I thought people used to really like Fat Shark.
I
Right?
think it's a higher up thing. They
Yeah,
just press things out too quick.
it must be management, right? Because I seem like the devs are really into it. Like, this is a labor of love, surely.
A member in my chat just mentioned the thing that they said what it was and I didn't recognize it at first, but there is now like a third-party tool that logs into your game and keeps track of the store on all your characters.
Oh.
because it's like a
Like
it's
DRM.
an annoying hourly refresh thing.
Damn.
But yeah,
think
there's
it's
so
a
much like
dynamic play.
there's so many little things that are so grating about this game. But like I think the combat is amazing. It's just the systems that surround the game that are a real pain.
I've completely forgotten how to play, so you're gonna have to give me like 5 minutes to remember the controls.
Yeah,
What was
that's
it? F
understandable.
to grind? Yeah. Here we go. Oh, who's talking in Twitch? Blank is the one that's talking about Darktide. Cake's the one with the deep Danish voice, and Chris is Chris. Yeah. That was Cake. I'm joking. That was Chris. Cake's the one that we visited in Denmark.
That explains it wrong.
Blank's
This is
the one that we
didn't
never
visit
visit.
in the Netherlands.
Yeah, we never visit Chris.
What the heck?
Combat's amazing, one could argue that. It seems to me like it's like the generic game development issue, right? Where if they want to be able to have any money or coverage, they have to have a publisher and people higher up the chain, and then they make horrible decisions that they're forced to implement. Where companies like Valve can do everything themselves, they are like Fat Shark are basically like the devs don't have full control over their game, right? Plus they don't own the IP or
Yeah.
anything. If it was an indie game, it would be a different story.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
the menus and the like refresh shop. It's the mission select not having like any player choice involved. It feels like the game just completely disrespects your time.
It's that's like a game design thing to make people get into games quicker though, so you don't get stuck with like choice, thinking about the most efficient or best level to do. You're basically just forced to pick one.
Yeah, to me it seems like a way to pad out playtime.
Yeah, because you're basically forced to wait.
That is
until
going to
admission.
backfire on them. And I think already is, because I mean, like, I love Vermintide and I love this game's gameplay. I love the combat. I haven't played it in almost a month, I think.
We've been playing Monster Hunter, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter lately.
I would like to play that mod at some point.
The mod seems so amazing.
It's like Iceborne 2.
Yeah, kinda. It doesn't add like any quest
No, but it's a
content,
rework,
but
right?
but there's other mods you can do to do that. If you really want. But yeah, the ice mod overhaul is like a massive rework to Iceborne, which undoes the need for Clutch Claw.
That's
and,
cool.
You know, things like
That was my least favorite part. Was like the mandatory clutch claw. Everything else was perfect.
yeah, though.
It's a way to have your user base pay for development rather than scaling and scoping properly. Yeah. I mean, it's just everything we see in Darktide that's bad is just an effect of modern game industry,
whoops.
right?
Oh, I was looking at the settings.
It's not something they've made up. It's like standard issue in the game industry now to, you know, microtransactions for cosmetics and daily login rewards and weekly challenges and forcing you to make a choice and all that.
Yeah, like, and the thing is too, Willen, you don't like play enough to experience the weekly currency at all.
No, and that was my
You're
thing with
getting-
Genshin as well.
You're never gonna get the contracts.
Oh,
Ever. Oh, there's a beast of Nurgle. Okay, now we get to see how gross the flamer is. So,
Oh, yeah?
no one really has to shoot this thing. I could just do it
Oh, okay, go
myself and it will die. Just look at those
Wow.
ticks, those beautiful ticks.
that's insane damage. Does it hit multiple times or something?
It's just...
It just does a lot of
gross.
damage.
Anything that doesn't have armor. Now I don't have to shoot it anymore. I think it will just die to overtime.
Oh my god, it's taking damage over time.
Yeah, that's the main damage.
Oh shit. Afterburn, huh? I'll take that. Well, They got their Xmas launch bonus and ended the fiscal on profit, so now next quarter. New fiscal, they start at a loss. This is produces the game, and it isn't unique, it's shitty. I agree, I don't disagree. I hate that modern gaming trend. I think it's awful. I'm a
Yeah.
huge nerd. I like playing old games where everything is complete at once. There's no DLC. The game is the thing that you play. There's no extra nonsense trying to psych you into doing stuff by tweaking your brain, you know. But then again, I also want to play new games with my friends, and that's just something you have to accept if you want to play modern games. You know?
Yeah.
It's just this. It's TF2's fault.
Yeah, games as a service has just become a thing. And honestly, TF2 is a huge
TF2's
contributor.
exactly the. I mean, someone else would have done it eventually, but TF2 making the hats and shit, showing like people would buy useless cosmetics for real money, and that you could have an in-game economy worth like billions or whatever. We're to blame. All of us that trade hats.
Yeah. And the game is still chugging in that regard and still makes money.
Yeah, TF2 makes an insane amount of money.
They're not gonna shut off the servers.
As long as people are buying hats. They're attacking the development cycle. Oh no, I wasn't suggesting you were attacking me. I thought we were agreeing. Marta was $15 US and has amazing gameplay. If you like Warhammer 40k and felt underwhelmed by Diablo 3.
God Emperor, thank ye for ammunition.
Diablo 3?
Is Inquisitor Marta
Brilliant.
like a Diablo-esque Warhammer game?
Come look at this enemy over here. Please. Come look at him.
Sorry, I just got slammed into the floor.
He can't move. Oh, there's two mutants. I see. Hold on, I can one-shot them.
Oh god.
Oh, I forgot. I'm like on big ping.
What is he doing?
Oh, look at him. Look at him. Ah!
Does he attack? Oh no, he's friendly.
Yeah. Oh yes, he attacks.
He attacks you.
He is not friendly. He's very
Oh,
upset
God.
with his current position.
Oh shit, that's an overhead, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
You're still dying. What the heck? Streamer, that's doing like nothing.
This doesn't do as much damage as I thought it did.
I'm calling you streamer, but I'm also streamer.
We can both stream, man. What's your Twitch handle? Blank.
Call you Willen or something. This blank.
Blink. That's very Blaynynkynk of you.
Yeah, I can't just call you streamer.
You can call me streamer. We can call each other streamer.
It's okay. I do that sometimes in real life.
Oh,
and
hey,
it makes me
streamer.
sad.
Hey streamer. How's the stream going? Still streaming? Still live?
Yeah, it's going great.
Hey, Blank, when you're big and famous, can you host me, please? Thank you.
I'll think about it, streamer.
Sorry, while you're big and famous. Please. I need the nepotism.
Not expect fire there. I love nepotism.
Alright, sure, why not? You're willing to see Darktide die if it means you send a clear message to the industry that it's not acceptable. Unfortunately, it wouldn't work.
I don't think Darktide dying would send any message.
I think people
to the
would just
industry.
think, damn, Darktide died. Like,
Yeah.
this is just the way to make the most money as a game development studio. Instead of having to spend, like, games cost an insane amount to make. Like, hundreds of millions for, like, AAA. It's insane how much money goes into them. And them trying to recoup it on, like, a 60 quid base game or whatever doesn't cut it. And occasional DLCs doesn't cut it. But having, like, recurring in-game microtransactions and forcing you to stay addicted to the game years after release is the... It's the only way we can still have games come out that cost this much. And it's why
Well, a lot
indie
better
games
than I thought I
don't
would.
need them, because they cost comparatively less. Venture capital. Yeah, no, I mean, I would like it if they could just get investor money to pay for games, but I think they like money. I think they like money more than the player base. You know?
I would give up all my friends for money.
Right.
What the
You look
heck?
at you look at like Genshin, right? It makes more money than gambling apps. It's insane how profitable it is, and the whole game is very fun. But like, the fun part isn't really where it makes the money. It's from like the waifu collecting part, where they're like, you can have this waifu in a few months if you collect up enough waifu points. And that Genshin's going to be popular for like, I don't know, 5-10 years from now, right? They've got like, what, 8 continents planned or something, and then God knows what they're gonna do. Genshin 2? I don't know. Yeah, make your own games, exactly. Also, hey Ben.
Yeah, honestly, make your own games.
Play ASCII Fortress 2, available on tf2maps.net. Hey, if you're someone working in game development, welcome to chat. We're all software.
Yeah. I mean, like, my thing is that, like,
Dwarf
I
Fortress
think
is
the game
amazing.
is... If you're discontent with the state of the game, or if you're like, running out of things to enjoy from it, I'll always be modding.
Yeah.
And right now, I played like 1,500 hours of Iceborne before modding it.
Yeah.
I'm only just now getting into mods, and there are mods that completely reinvent the game.
Overhaul,
So,
yeah. I'm gonna lower my in-game.
and that overhaul looks so fun. It adds a like, so it does things like you know how there are weapons that have moves that are just you just spam that move. It's just objectively the best way to play it, and there's nothing else you really do.
Oh,
That
fair
of
enough,
which being like great sword.
Yeah.
You know.
I love
How
a
it's
great
just true
sword.
charge slash over and over.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
still good. They've just made it so that the other moves actually do damage.
And you're not just like, oh, that's nice. Yeah, because I think I did have that effect. I didn't dislike it necessarily, but Monster Hunter did have that effect that once you found the good combo, you could basically use it everywhere without a few exceptions.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
And,
mind the Great Sword having more variety.
Yeah. And they give gun lance.
fun.
They remove like the shelling mechanic by making all shelling omni shelling. So
Omni-shell?
basically, how gun lance worked was there was like 3 different shelling types, and depending on the shelling type, you did one specific combo from it out of the 3, and that's all you did. That's the only way you would play it with
Yeah.
that shelling type. With omni shelling, it just has the properties of all of them. So you just, you know, use combos freely, and you alternate between them instead of, you know, just being locked into one. And alongside that, it adds guard points on the quick reload on it, so you can like kind of parry with it.
Ooh,
That's
with the
really
gun
cool.
lance.
Yeah.
That's sick. I never
And it's-
tried much of the
it's
guns. They
really
always seem too
cool.
complicated.
Guns
Why is
are
this big fire?
easier than you think.
Yeah? I found the Switchblade confusing though. Maybe I'm just stupid.
The switch axe? Or the charge blade?
fuck, the switch axe, I think. The one that's an axe.
Yeah, switch axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
not that confusing, but I mean, like, if you play with me, streamer, I'm so good at like actually teaching people that game now.
yeah. You were good at teaching me when we played.
Like, I'm really good at doing it like on call and stuff because there's two things. I'm just better with the names and reading things now.
Yep.
I'm just better at that. But more importantly for you, I know the button inputs now
Hell
on
yeah.
controller.
Hey Blank, what do I press to do this? I don't know, but you'll work it out.
I now know the YBs and the RTs.
Oh, hell yeah. You know more than I do. I don't remember the layout of my own controller.
Well, that bodes well.
I should stick to using the GameCube controller, honestly. It's the only one I ever memorized.
That being said, I can tell you right now, Charge Blade definitely just feels like longsword that looks more complicated than it is.
Okay.
If I'm
Yeah, I think
being
I
honest.
used it for a little bit, and like I did get it, but then I never went back to it.
But like you have to do 2 specific combo routes with it, and then you get to do anything you want after that.
Yeah.
Is how it works. You charge your shield and then you charge your sword, and that's it. And that's not really that complicated. Because you just do 2 combos at the end of the day. It's watching the stuff on the top left that might be a little bit demanding at times. There's an ammo crate here, by the way.
Yeah, I could use that.
Does the mod do much to Charge Blade?
Oh, you
I
met?
don't know. I haven't looked at it at all.
Good enough.
I haven't looked at the Charge Blade because honestly,
yeah,
I think Charge Blade is fun.
Ah!
You're right, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Big and chain. Big and chase.
I think I'm a bit weird, Emperor. I don't know why, but I don't tend to find myself being taken up too much by a lot of like the modern gaming like flaws. Like I don't really
So thank you,
when a
Chris,
game
for
has
the
like a
highlighting.
oh hell yeah highlighters in chat.
Sorry for cutting you off.
That's okay. I guess I should probably have push to talk on. I'll turn that on later.
No, that's okay.
Okay then. In which case I'm gonna talk over you, Stinky Blank.
Yeah, talk over me all the time.
No, I'll wait for you politely. What was I saying? Oh, when a game has like dailies and like all that sort of like, you know, weekly special cosmetics, I feel like I never get the fear of missing out. Like, I could give like 2 hecking monkeys about like the seasonal Overwatch skins or like having the best Counter-Strike gun.
What about all the
or-
Genshins then? You keep saying, oh, I need to use my resume.
Yeah, so that's like more like recently with that. That's like the one exception I've found is that like I did ignore it for like 2 years and it was perfectly fine. But I also only played the game on stream once every few weeks. But lately I've just needed something to like waste like a, 10 minutes in the evening on. It's kind of nice just to have like a task to do in the evening, I guess. And that's I guess me like understanding what the fun is in the daily system. That like sometimes you feel a little aimless and you just want to waste a bit of time while you relax. So I kind of like that because the resin system is like you basically get 15 minutes of content and you don't have to really think about it, but you can do what you like with it. So I kind of like it. But if you miss out on it, it doesn't really matter. You know, you can come back any other day and do it again, you know? Oh heck, I've been... Oh, from that distance, huh?
Like, okay.
Thank you. Maybe I'm just not into enough games that have it, you know? Maybe you have to be like really invested to care about like the dailies and
I
stuff.
don't want to be here.
Yeah, like I've played a bunch of multiverses, which thrives on that because it's a free game.
Oh yeah.
And I can tell you right now, I'm getting burnt on it, mainly because there's not enough players coming in.
Oh yeah? Do people
Yeah,
join but then never come back?
It's, because everyone like thinks that it's a Smash clone, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
just,
yeah.
like play it for like 10 minutes and then stop. Because they don't really give it too much of a chance, if I'm being honest. But regardless, that's another issue. It's just that the game is running out of players coming in, so it's slowed down a lot. So I've just been running into the same people a lot. So it's been cutting into my fun,
Yeah.
because the gameplay isn't like getting divvied enough. But before that, there was quite a few active people playing, because it had a battle pass. like a free one.
Yeah, and everyone wants to do it every week to level
Yeah.
up and get the free
And I
hats.
did it just because it was something to do alongside me just enjoying the game.
Because you're
But
already
I could
playing
just-
it anyway.
I could, yeah, but during that time, I could just play it endlessly because I was just loving it.
Yeah.
I didn't need the battle pass, but it was there. But some people keep playing to get that stuff.
Yeah, I
don't
never
really
get
care for that now, though. I
Yeah.
got the first one fully complete, and that was cool.
Ow.
But the one that's currently going, I'm not bothered.
What, sorry?
The one that's currently going, I'm just not bothered with that one.
Hey, bro. Yeah. I don't know, I've never really felt the battle pass thing either. Like, Apex has one for free, and Tomu had to keep reminding me to get notifications off my screen because I wasn't paying enough attention to it. He'd be like, you have to unlock your boxes, you haven't opened your shinies. There's so many chests and secret knickknacks. You remember that, Cake? What, excuse
Over
me,
here,
sir?
I
Streamer.
completed one battle pass in Apex and then that's it was just.
I think I just don't care enough about
You have to play
hats.
a lot in Apex.
I got over-hatted
It's a
in
med station
TFT.
back there.
Oh, yeah? Thank you. You wish more companies would spend more time on the game than that kind of content. I mean, that's what indie games are
The
for,
psychology
right?
has the opposite effect on me.
Yeah, that is.
It makes me
what
wanna
is.
play it
Tells me that
less.
I have to play. I'd rather put the game down and never touch it again.
Well, I mean, that was actually my big issue with Genshin at the start. Was like I saw the resin stuff and I vocally threw up on like mic. I was like, maybe this game isn't for me. But then I just ignored it and played the game and I loved it. But I think I'm just like a boomer, right? Like
love
maybe the
doing
kids that have grown up with battle passes accept it more, but I'm like, you know, I had all my hats out of my head in TF2. I think I'm over-hatted. I've gotten that phase of my life out of the way. Well, so you can play
Someone
Genshin.
just
on your
showed me that
mobile.
Utah's coming back to Genshin.
Utah's coming back, yeah, next update.
I'm gonna do whatever that takes. Even though I never play
Time to
that game,
delete all
I
these
just need her.
enemies.
I need her to be there in case I play.
What if she says
What's
like
so great
explosion?
about Huta? I don't know this
Utah,
character.
She's
my
voiced by
beloved,
Mega
is
Man.
just cute.
Oh, okay, I see. It's like Nene, my beloved.
She's like Nene, yeah. She has like
She is
a.
Menechi of Genshin Impact.
She's
Oh, I see, I
a
see.
like what Gravekeeper? What is she? Like a.
She is
What the fuck does she do?
the people in charge of.
Like burying bodies and stuff,
I mean,
looking after the dead.
yeah.
But she has like a Myon, like one of those big ghosts, like Yomu, and she like springs it around like it's elastic.
She's just very
Cheery.
calm.
Yeah,
My
very
beloved
cute.
Utah.
People thought she wasn't coming back though because I don't think death is generally looked nicely upon.
There's so many hounds.
That did not hit me for some reason.
The lack of high
Many
refresh rate
doubles.
support.
Oh, I minimized the game. Holy shit.
Did you play Genshin, Donut? I wouldn't have put you down as a Genshin person. I thought you hated anime. Well, then again, you are here. The biggest VTuber stream on Twitch. A woolen sleeveless.
When are you gonna get the VTuber model?
As soon as Nishi Sanji and Hololive
Good
accept
question.
my
What
request
would
to
you
join,
be as a VTuber? I think I've asked.
I want to
this
be a
before.
dog boy. Like a wolf.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you said hedgehog or something like
Oh,
that.
hedgehog would be cute. No, I want to be a wolf. Wolf boy would be cute.
Oh, okay. I
Big,
see.
I want like ears that like flap when I talk. I think that would fit me the best.
You're making your persona right now, streamer?
That's my persona, yeah. No. I don't know. I don't know what my persona would be if I was a furry. I don't know if there's like a BuzzFeed
Most of
quiz you
Niji's
can
family is
take.
just people.
Yeah, mostly they're just people with like an animal ear or
There's
just people.
definitely a BuzzFeed quiz. I could find one right now.
I just think it fits the whole Momiji thing. You played a bit of Genshin after launch. What did you think about that? Yeah, the high
The
refresh rate
first
thing's
thing-
stupid.
The first thing that comes up is everyone is an ugly animal deep down.
That's true. Oh shit, maybe this is for me. You'd be woolhee as an IT nerd. Yeah, it would just make me like a Samoyed. Alright, Blank, just like fart
Yeah.
them all away.
Yeah, that's what I'm drinking.
Does that do teammate
water
damage?
right now? Mm-mm.
No?
Nope.
They promised a Switch port when the game first came out, but nothing's been said. The game would be nice on the Switch, but it'll probably run like shite. It doesn't really run well on my phone. I think my phone's much stronger than a Switch.
Yeah, no, the flame rate is like really degenerate.
I think the Genshin refresh rate thing's weird because on the iPad, Apple forces you to let games run up to 120 Hz, So Genshin on the iPad explicitly runs at 120 hertz, but nothing else. Even though it's all the same engine, like Unity project, they arbitrarily cap it at 60 on everything else.
Fuck.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I like that. You liked it in general. Suppose how good it looked for running on Unity having a mobile port. Donut, you should see it now. Like, if you thought Genshin looked alright at launch, you should see like the new areas. They are like the game's looks incredible. Like, so we were talking about all the flaws of the gaming industry and all the like the FOMO having no effort, but like the Genshin FOMO can be really good. The like events they do. Oh, thank you, Pogo.
Yeah, but then I have like the opposite, because now I'm so far behind Genshin, I just can't.
Well,
I play it, and then I'm like, there's too much.
Yeah, I mean, I like never do the events. I'm still doing like Inazuma, and we've nearly got the next one.
Like the games that are like games as a service and like games that go on for those extended periods of time.
You kind of have to always play it.
Yeah, my thing is that like I don't want to get into them because of that, and then it's like fated that I never will when I make that decision when it's just starting out.
Yeah, it's not like a
I don't wanna
finished
get
game
into
that
it
you
when
can
it's
play through.
when it's full of content and full of things that I've already missed.
I want the game to be nice and long, but I also want to
Let's be
finish it
honest.
feeling like I wish there was more, but there shouldn't be more. You know, it should just be the feeling.
Oh yeah.
Like, this was so good, I wish I could have more of it.
I mean, I guess it's like if you have a TV series and you want it to end on like a good bit and be like, oh shit, I wish there was more, instead of dragging on forever for another 5
Yeah.
seasons.
I'd rather like have the feeling of having enjoyed something than running something dry until I literally can never touch it again.
I was gonna say though, like I was talking about how like Genshin has all this like FOMO, makes loads of money from whales and people with bad money spending decisions, and abuses the human psyche to make loads of money from people who can't spend it, etc. But like the Genshin dev team do spend it. Like the recent updates over the last like year or two have been extremely high budget. There'll be a limited time event that's like 2 weeks long, and it'll have a fully voice acted animated cutscene. Like the recent one was made by like the Demon Slayer team or something.
I mean,
And it'll be like
better,
super
because
high budget.
They surely make
China's
so
made
much money.
billions
off
of
it.
dollars.
I don't know
Yeah.
if they even need to. Like, just by having like the art team and all the waifu collecting, people might just be happy with that. But like, there are these limited events that like you either play or you miss, and then you'll never hear from again. And they have like an insane budget, and they look beautiful, and they're really fun, and they're really interesting. So at least like the game is fun, you know? Like I think most gacha games are a bit shit, right? Like it's like a tower defense game, or it's
There's
a
lots of people
auto
there.
shooter. But Genshin has like a lot of actually really good game content. And like really funny writing and good voice acting and nice characters, and they do a lot with the money. So while they are squeezing humanity for all of its blood, they're at least painting a lovely picture with it. That's what I think. Oh my, is that a nice picture? You couldn't bring yourself to boot into Windows just to play at 60 Hz. That's fair, Donut. You should always instead just watch my Genshin streams, huh? I've ruined myself though, because I don't want to do any like story events in Genshin without streaming it, even though I know no one really cares. I've like fooled myself into thinking that I need to hold that for stream content, so I exclusively do that on stream, which is why my progress is so slow. It's weird. I don't know why.
But
I
surely
do
it's
that.
the type of stuff like sometimes if you have a
I think I want to share it.
playthrough, you can't like continue off stream because it won't make sense. But surely if there's so many quests, you could just do like a quest.
Yeah, like I do the boring like Skyrim-y quests where it's like talk to some NPCs and hand some stuff in, but like a lot of the quests are like these huge story arcs, and I don't know, I want to like share them because some of them are really, really good. And I feel like at least one person would watch it and think, damn, that's cool. I don't know why. I don't know. I think I'm happy waiting. Like maybe that's my other thing is like
They're like doing the thing that vloggers do where they have to document every second of their life.
Well, basically, yeah. But I'm very patient. I'm happy to wait. Even though Inazuma came out like a year and a half ago, I'm happy that I haven't even finished it yet. I don't feel the need to like rush to the end of content just because it's there. Maybe that's why it doesn't work on me so well. I don't know. But there's loads of people that like complete the content within the first day of it coming out, right? And they feel like they have to because it's there. It's unfinished. There's like a notification saying that there's a quest they haven't done. I think I just like ignore them. I wonder about the rest of you. Like, do you always feel like you have to like finish all the available content, or do you just get drowned out and then just stop?
Depends how much content there is.
Well, if you play a new game like Darktide, do you feel like you have to like immediately beat it within the first day?
Played the game like 60 hours in the first week,
shit.
and I haven't touched it since. Because I play something until I don't think there's anything left to do, and then I'm like, yeah. That's
Yeah,
it.
we hold up here, by the way.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm just
Where?
grabbing health.
Wait, where are you?
No, you're fine where you are, Shimmer.
Okay. The fact that
Oh, there's
Genshin
Shimmer.
has... Oh, what, sorry? Oh, streamer.
Oh, there's Shimmer. Yeah.
The fact that there's events you can miss out on stresses you out. Well, I'd hope that like by me streaming it, maybe some people have less FOMO from missing the events because they can just watch me do it, you know? Or like if you've missed it, you can go back and watch the VOD. And be like, oh yeah, that's what was going on there.
I hate to say it, but the kind of people who watch streams are not the ones who fears of missing out.
Yeah,
They
I know.
have to be playing it.
I know. There's a part of me that thinks that though, right? They're like, I wish I could play Genshin right now, but I just haven't got a high enough level. But I'm glad you're doing this content so I can see it. And I know that's like a straw man and it doesn't exist, but
I'd rather levels to be able to do it myself.
maybe. You don't play games like that. What kind of games do you play, Kelly? I've gotten pretty good at parrying these dogs.
Is that team damage? Because I keep accidentally
Yeah.
shooting you, but I don't think...
With guns, yeah. Not with
Much
melee.
It's slight team damage, just
Not as
very
bad as
tiny, so
Venom.
minuscule that it doesn't matter.
When you were back at your parents' over Christmas, you saw your brother spend half the time playing the limited time Genshin stuff because he wants to get it finished, and now you don't know if you want to try it again. Dude, the last events were sick. It was like a trial of courage thing. It was a really cool event. It had a nice ending. I liked it. And the combat ones are fun as well because like often you have like a nice team, but there's nothing really like to do with it. So the limited time combat events, like you like test your metal and get rewarded for it with free dopamine. But all it is at the end of the day is like, at the end of the day, it's just like a time waster, right?
Everything's a time waster.
I think once you accept it's a time waster, it becomes easier to either spend or not spend time in it. TF2 Terraria, Rocket League, and roguelike lights. That's fair. I guess Terraria doesn't really have any of that because the updates... Every time there's an update out, you just do a new playthrough.
Well, Terraria is perfect because I know exactly what I'm getting into.
Yeah. There's no like
Yeah.
future
100
secret.
hours. It's like I know it's 100 hours and I can put that down.
Rocket League, I
And
guess.
with Genshin is
yeah.
that it doesn't end at 100. Then it's like, oops, here's like 5 different events that don't really do anything, but you get plenty money. You have plenty money? Well, I have to.
I feel like for me, I like the free dopamine from thinking that I'm actually doing a task when I'm not. Like if I'm
No,
just
I hate
watching
that.
TV, I can do a thing, so I get bonus dopamine just for sitting there and watching TV. Like free dopamine.
I have the opposite, where I really hate when the game's too much like a task thing, because I'm like, I could just do tasks in real life.
I guess the task is easy enough that it doesn't feel like a task, you know?
Because that's like the thing I
It's
have
done.
with Animal Crossing as well, where I used to play it like every day, and now I'm like, not like, I haven't played it in so long, I can't really get into it, and
Same.
it just kind of feels like doing a list of tasks.
I get with you. That,
Because
yeah.
we played, like, I played Animal Crossing so religiously. I did everything. I played like 10 hours a day.
oh my god.
And then it's just like now, like, why? I can't do it to myself.
Your
Yeah.
headset broke. I can sign for you.
Even though there's like so much new content in Animal
Yeah.
Crossing, I've never played like the beach stuff. But I just can't bring myself. Maybe on holiday I'll try again, but
I usually think the task thing is like a hassle. Like I never do the Overwatch or the Apex or there must be TF2 dailies at this point, right? Any of those games. But
Yeah, daily.
there must have been some bullshit, right? Like some casual XP multiplier or something, right? Or maybe not, maybe not.
There
There's
were-
like the weekly
I mean,
weapon drops, I guess.
The closest thing to that were contracts. Oh yeah, and the
Contracts.
weekly weapon drops, I guess.
Hey. Helmet
So
loose.
kinda.
Yeah. I always think, yeah, like this is a task. I don't want to do this. This is a huge... That's why I don't want to play RuneScape 3 as well. Because apparently RuneScape 3 is like an insane amount of like amazing content and great quests, but also loads of like daily, weekly login FOMO. And like if you don't do it, you're being inefficient. I don't want any of that. But I think, I don't know. The Genshin one, I don't know, I somehow don't mind. I think I like the game enough that like the task is always quite fun. It's like, go over here, 30 seconds, kill these goblins, you're done. And I'm like, you know what? While I'm sitting on the sofa scratching my ass, I could have been scrolling Reddit, but instead I did this. It's the same to me.
What really kills me is when that kind of stuff is
Mandatory.
surrounding a great game.
Yeah, Genshin would probably be a much better game without the daily stuff. Like, if you could just grind... I like a grind, I guess, as well. But, like, if you could just grind out all the artifacts and levels all day, every day, you'd max out so quick and you'd get really bored. You'd probably burn out. But they limit you, I guess, so you're forced to spread it out over longer time, so you put more time in over time, and you know, all feeds into itself, I guess. But I think the game would be better if it was just a single-player RPG. But it's not. You know, it's like a billionaire gambling industry thing. Do you want me to pick the next mission, or are you lot happy? There's
I'll go
one
look at
on...
them.
Okay.
I think you just unlocked a new curio slot.
Oh, cock, really? Oh, shit, do I have a new, eye? What is the button? Eye.
All the missions with the
Feats.
hunting grounds have like such low difficulty.
Not a new theme.
I want to be chased by dogs.
Oh, you want to do hunting ground?
You miss when games didn't have pointless tasks to you and just focused on making the core experience so far and you didn't need tasks. Yeah, but that relied on the gameplay being interesting.
Yeah,
And
it's just like filler content, isn't it?
yeah, most things now are filler, I think. How do I know I've got a new curio slot? Cosmetics, feats, loadout. Oh,
Monday
empty.
to Friday is just filler content.
That's true.
True.
Dude, so I can just have like +4 max stamina? Oh shit. Alright.
Yes, more stamina is severely underrated.
I mean, what else could I have in there? I don't know if I have many other curios. More 14 max health, 1 wound? That sounds really good.
1 wound is really good when we start playing 4, so if you don't have one...
I'm going to grab
get
one just to have it. I'm going to take that over the stamina just for variety's sake. That's all.
Yeah, though. I love Darktide. It's just... I don't feel like I'm really getting anywhere. I mean, I got like 1 perfect knife, I guess.
Yeah.
From like the weekly story, and it's in quotations perfect because it doesn't have the best stat rolls. It just has the best blessings.
Okay.
And the stat rolls don't really matter that much on the dagger, I think, but because it's a bleed weapon, where you just proc damage over time, and I don't think that changes at all. But in any case, it's just the fact that crafting isn't fully in the game.
There's a lot of like weird BS that should already be there.
All these little things. The store page feels like it should have more menus.
Which level do you want to do? Oh, you pick one.
I've been waiting for them to refresh.
Oh, sorry. It's very fun to do digital chores. Hell yeah. Well, it can be. If you're accepting that you're going to do digital chores and that's the game you're buying and that's what you want to do, then it's great. Like simulator games, stuff like The Sims, you're just doing chores all day. But
to
that's
be
the
honest,
game loop, so it's fun.
I would totally be into like one of those, like the one that German plays, like the car
cleaning
wash.
game,
Yeah, the
yeah.
cleaning game. Even though that's like a real like task thing.
It's satisfying though.
I think I'd be really into that, but I don't like it when games are like collect 5 mushrooms.
You don't like Stardew Valley?
I mean, I've not played it for longer.
I
than
didn't like
what,
Stardew
couple
Valley,
hours?
honestly.
I guess
Stardew
we
Valley's
should
the same
just...
thing. I played 60 hours intensely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, I didn't even finish the game. It's massive, and I can't go back.
Let's go to this mission.
It's one of those things where you
Hell
have
let
to
loose.
be really into it, and if you're out of it, it's really hard to get back into.
Yeah.
Is Hell Let
But
Loose
it's
a
not
different...
the kind of game where you can go in and you play like 20 minutes because that's like one day in the game.
What kind of game
I
is Hell
just
Let
can't.
Loose?
I
Hey,
can't
buddy.
enjoy things like that. My brain doesn't
That's fair.
work.
The ideal game to be made isn't really Breath of the Wild but anime. I mean, that's Genshin. The core loop of Genshin, if you ignore the microtransactions and everything, the like world exploration and the quests and the combat system are really interesting. They've like lucked into and designed like a fantastic
It's just a
game.
perfect game.
Monster Hunter as well. But like it's a game where like you feel like you can put loads of time and effort in to become min-maxed and super powerful, but you don't have to. And it can be simple or as complex as you want it to be, and you can explore as much or as little as you want. I really like it.
So,
It's a shame that it's
Monster-
like it manipulates your brain into playing
yeah,
it.
Monster Hunter during its like
Peak.
content update lifespan it
well,
ran like, yeah, it ran like events that were timed, right?
yeah.
But
But
when
they
they
all
were
came back.
done, when they were done, they just have them constantly running. But more importantly, the game had modding support.
Oh, yeah.
On PC anyway, regardless. So if you really wanted to, you could just go mod.
Well, same with Vermintide, right? Like, we could just do the drink
Well,
event.
kinda. Actual drops in Vermintide, you cannot like mod. But you know, you could just go play modded Vermintide and just get anything you want. And
Yeah.
also, I mean, we play modded for chaos-based stuff, anyways.
God, Chaos Waste is so good. Mod support, honestly, if the game has mod support, it can be the best game ever because the community can change whatever they want about it.
It can be your devil or your angle.
The moment it can be your devil or your angle, but the moment they like restrict mod support because they want to have, you know, forced microtransactions and FOMO, that's when it starts
Yeah.
taking a turn.
Which I'm hoping this game still gets a modded scene because
It's just so good.
they have things like that in this game, and it was clearly more of a priority in this game than it ever was in Vermintide.
Well, they want this to be make lots of money. They saw how popular Vermintide
Yeah.
2 was, and they thought they can make something good with 40k that will make even more.
Yeah. And I mean, like, these games can have like these terrible systems, but like they can still be worth
Yeah.
for certain people.
It's whether or not you can look around the systems, and I feel like I can. Like, I'm happy playing a game with these systems nowadays. I used to probably be a bit more against them.
Yeah, I mean,
But I'll
I have
play
like
them if I can ignore them.
300 hours of like actual playtime in this game, and I would say I've had fun with the combat, with some minor nitpicks and
Well, at the hit reg.
things that will have to take, things that will need time to fix. The hit reg issues weren't always in the game though. That's like newer.
It's probably they added like some checks in the background to make sure you aren't
Yeah.
modding anything. They improved the performance a bit in the last update. Now your PC can run it on 60 FPS.
Oh, hello. I guess.
There's been a massive resurgence in like Quake clones and like Doom clones lately. They're all really good. But they do that. Like, it's just a game where the core gameplay loop is really fun. It's like a short thing that you beat once. There's no microtransactions or anything, obviously. You just play through it, you enjoy it, you have some quick adrenaline, and then you're done.
Yeah, it all comes back to it. Todd Howard is the best producer. Skyrim, best game.
I mean, let's be honest, right?
Not wrong.
The only good game in the world is Skyrim because it's
Skyrim?
on the most consoles. It must be true.
Skyrim, or Skyrim Special, or Skyrim Anniversary, or Skyrim...
It's on the Switch.
I think I like
Skyrim
Oblivion
2?
better.
Oblivion.
What?
I said I think I like Oblivion better.
Yeah, but how many consoles is
Fantastic.
Oblivion on? Like 3? But it's not even
The
on the
leveling
Wii.
system in Oblivion makes me vomit blood.
Skyrim on the N64? God, who
Awesome.
could forget? Skyrim 64, yeah. Controls were a little iffy,
I
but
can
you know.
question Oblivion, but it's obviously an aged game. The voice acting
I think
is
it's-
terrible.
Yeah,
much
but I think
better
it's
aged
only when
than I
the
remember.
characters like suddenly
It's
pop up.
it plays bad.
Isn't it like 2006? I liked it.
It's aged. I don't think it's aged well.
I
And
think it
never
was
really
like
how you level in the game.
I think it's like when we played that like Skyrim together, even though it was like really broken, I've forgotten how like pretty and stuff it is.
The game looks good.
Like I think it's like
Great art
I
direction.
agree it's like a really good game.
I don't know, Skyrim's a
I
good.
think I just liked some quests in Oblivion.
It's just,
Yeah, the writing's better in
It's-
Oblivion.
yeah. I think Oblivion has more soul.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would say that's the
The
word.
problem with Skyrim is the main quest is boring. and
Main quest
short.
I've never finished in my
No.
life.
But all the side quests, getting to know all like you actually meet like the Daedric lords, some of them.
Yeah.
I like the one where you get really drunk and you wake up.
Yeah,
and
the guy
that
was
whole
called
thing.
Sanguinius.
I think Oblivion had way cooler quests, but like in terms of what actually happens in them, I think
Being
Skyrim
shot in the
still holds the
skull.
memeability of them though.
Skyrim in its whole, where like the
Help.
way you can use all the abilities and like you can do whatever you want basically, other than like a few essential NPCs. Skyrim is just like the perfect like sandbox game.
I feel like saying about New Vegas though, because you can just kill every NPC, right? And every quest has like
Yeah, I
50
like
different
New
ways to
Vegas
finish
as well.
it.
Like, I agree. I like Fallout more as a thing than like fantasy games, like Elder Scrolls. But
You're a bit more railroaded
Fallout
into the
New
story
Vegas
though.
is incredibly barren, and the world makes me sad.
Yeah.
Like Skyrim is nice and big and open, and no matter where you go, there's a piece of content. New
Yeah,
Vegas-
that is true.
My thing with the Fallouts is there's some insane overhaul
shit.
mods that, like, they just add
That's
like
a
an
mod.
infinite amount. Yeah, it's a mod, but like Skyrim has them
more
too.
modding, if you want to look at that.
But New Vegas and 3 have some insane mods that you can play it back through for like another 200 hours and it's all new content. Like there was one for New Vegas that was a difficulty mod that puts like a red fog over the whole level and it like takes place in the future where all these like tunnelers from the DLC have taken over and it's like super difficult survival game. And I like that those older games now, because of the mod support I guess, but like it's like a different game. But you already own it. And it has all your favorite parts of those other games, all the worlds and all the stories and whatnot. Dust's one thing.
modded
Yeah.
Skyrim
Dust was cool.
with mainly like texture quality.
Oh yeah, make the
and,
sky
like,
look
voice
pretty and
acting
nice.
overhauls and stuff like that.
Oh, the
It's just
voice
make the
acting.
game like classic.
You don't want to hear that one old man talk over and over again.
Whenever I play, like, made the ground quake as you walk the fucking beggar, and I think of the Oblivion beggar. Thank you, kind sir. I fucking hate that. You're talking to like a deep voice, like Imperial.
No, but they're all like little shits.
you doing?
At the end.
New Vegas is amazing, yeah.
Like, who did that voice, and why is it every single beggar in the game?
Have you lot watched, or maybe not, have any of you in chat watched John's or Many a True Nerd's like New Vegas playthroughs, like the one where he only had one life and couldn't heal? They're so good. There were some really good like content opportunities in the Fallout games. They're real nail biters. Especially the fact he was playing on a bloody Xbox and had to use a controller. Oh, stressful. It's a shame I don't feel the same about Fallout 4, because I bet that game's actually
As much
good.
as I hated, Bethesda have just made like the games I've enjoyed the most. Like,
Bethesda are
the
really
open
good
world
development
RPG
studios.
is like my favorite.
Yeah, I
thing.
think
I
so
love
too.
role playing. My character can be anything I want them to be.
He could even be a stealth
did-
archer.
I just really like action RPGs.
Yeah.
I think that's my
Like Diablo 3.
my go-to.
I think I like adventure games, like when you can explore. I like a world,
And that to
you know?
extent. I mean, like, I really like Monster Hunter World, like, a lot.
I want to get lost in like an environment and feel like amazed at seeing like surprises, you know?
Skyrim.
Sounds to me like you would enjoy Elden Ring.
I did like Elden Ring. We went over this. I made a terrible mistake and chose a naked character with a big bloody club. I will replay it at some point. You told
Wait, you
Deppy
didn't
that,
explode,
right?
hello?
Huh?
Get fucked.
I need to, like, do a seamless co-op mod randomizer
Yeah, launch this
playthrough
channel.
with
Absolutely.
people.
I think first, by the way, we should do
Oh, yeah.
Skyrim together at some point.
Yeah, we should.
And
Does
it's
it work
terrible at
now?
this thing. I think it would be fun to play with less people because it was just...
It was too
Monster
many.
Hunter.
Yeah,
It was the game was not
Like,
made
that
for
was
this
long.
many people.
Wait, what game, sorry?
Also, like,
Skyrim.
you'd like show up and half the content was gone, or like 90%.
Yeah, but that's also... I'm gonna point fingers at Amu Amu. I hope you're here, Amu Amu.
He is.
We're playing the game like it's a fucking speed run. Like, and then we go to this house and we kill this lady and she has this in her basement. Like, excuse me?
Wait, was this... Sorry, I still can't hear you. Is this
We played
Skyrim?
Skyrim together, like
Yeah.
one where you can play Skyrim co-op.
Yeah, I remember.
But, like, I don't know if it was Greymon and Tamu have
They
played
know
so much
exactly what to
Skyrim
do.
that it was like we were running the game as if it was on its... Like, you have 2 hours to beat it and
Right.
go.
They just gunned for...
Yeah, it's like, just like slow down and like, let's play
Does
around.
Skyrim together, like, work stable?
No.
Well, the NPCs
I
don't.
crashed like 20 times.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
also. a thing.
I mean, like, now, though, do you all know? Or...
This was the most recent mod that
Oh,
came
they
out like a few
changed
months
it.
ago.
Okay.
It worked better for me when I hosted a party.
Yeah.
Like when I joined Tomu, I like crashed.
I think I
Guaranteed.
tried it a long time ago with Deppy, and it just wouldn't work.
I think they're better off at this point, instead of using the like Fallout 3/Oblivion engine, not whatever engine it's called. They're better off just writing like an importer for like Unreal or something that imports all the assets from Skyrim and just hack it together that you can play together, you know? like a Gmod sort of thing. Like if you have Skyrim, you can import all the models and the textures and the sounds and write some parser for all the scripts. Yeah, like because the main problem with Skyrim is the base game. Yeah, it made all the Counter-Strike stuff available.
Yeah.
Because like at the end of the day, the game is basically just a bunch of 3D models, a bunch of audio files, a bunch of text that's being passed by this engine.
I mean, I don't know enough about video game production to be like yes or no.
It's an insane undertaking.
I mean, yes, everything is just like models, but like if that was the case, then we could all make everything from other people's work.
You can. You ever wonder how like all these mods we play have like weapons and models from other games? Like Left 4 Dead, you can play like Toho characters.
You still need like a person to rig and...
Oh, this shit's a massive effort. But I wonder if at some point in the future someone could do that, because like Skyrim Together probably took an insane amount of work.
We just need Skyrim 2.
Skyrim 2.
They will make a sequel at some point, right?
Yeah, Skyrim 3.
They made a trailer where we fly over a piece of continent, and it's Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, they've announced it years ago.
That in 2017.
Oh, I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, they mentioned it ages ago.
So it'll be out in 2030?
Back when Fallout 4 was still new.
Yeah. Remember, Skyrim's from 2011.
They showed it when they showed Fallout 76.
What's funny is, I mean, like, when I looked at Starfield when they were revealing that, I, like, look at it and I'm, like, not excited for the game at all, but I'm like, this game looks like it could pop off with modding. Because it's, you know, another Bethesda game.
Yeah.
I don't think Starfield looks that exciting.
I'm not excited for it.
It looks bland.
Yeah, Skyrim's 11,
like
11, 11.
It's like all grey and black.
Also every year, yeah.
I keep misclicking. Just like.
Where's this dog going? Did it just walk around the entire map? Where is he?
Oh,
you hear him woofing? Oh, there he is!
Four-dimensional beings that their audio does not, you know.
Well, no, he like ran past
accurate.
me and went down the stairs that you all jumped down and found a different path. Went the whole way. Any single player or PvE bores you these days for some reason. Do you play a lot of PvP games, Robson? Because I had that for a while.
See, I'm the opposite. I don't have much fun with PvP games anymore. Other than like Multiverses, that was like the first game in a long time where I enjoyed something PvP. And I am just obsessed with like action co-op games.
Me too.
Co-op primarily. I mean, I got you and Chris Barony.
Yeah, I want to play that. Yeah. Thank you very much for that, by the way.
Yeah, and I did that in the faith of like Chris really likes Oblivion.
I think Chris would like Barony.
Yeah.
How much was it,
really
by the way?
Oblivion, right? I mean, it is like old Elder Scrolls, kinda.
I kind of like it.
In terms of the vibe overall, and
It's arcadey.
It's very arcadey, and it's a roguelike that is co-op and
We can play together.
action.
Yeah.
And it has all the funny, silly RPG mechanics that you could hope for in a game like that. Like the
pretty short
Amulet
as
of
well.
Strangulation.
Oh yeah. Oh dude.
Game pissed me off.
We should play it next week.
I want to play it. But do we?
Also, I'm glad you're actually like into the idea of an Iceborne mod. Well, because I
love Iceborne.
It looks so fun, and yeah,
Iceborne's one of my favorite games.
I do want more reasons to play Monster Hunter Realm, besides just new people playing. I've also been playing with some quest mods.
Oh yeah.
And I'll be honest, there's like some cool bastard like variant mods. I fought a White Fatalis
Oh, you mentioned?
variant that was modded, and it changed a lot about the actual Fatalis fight, and it felt
Is Fatalis the one that I died to for like 4 streams in a row?
yeah, kinda.
Lovely.
That was like the last one. That was like the end of
Yeah, I
the Monster
remember.
Hunter streams. That was
God, I
the
love Monster Hunter.
And yeah, he was really different and really challenging.
But
It was fun.
interesting.
Yeah. And then things like that are compatible with the ice mod as well, because it has its like own different mod loader and stuff.
Yeah.
And I know you could do mods like that
You're right,
co-op
Dip.
as well. But yeah, it didn't like act weird at all or anything neither, and it was so fun. And I beat it solo with Hunting Horn, and that was awesome.
That's sick.
And that was without ice mod because I was just trying it.
What does
And
ice
that was
mod do to
before
the
I knew
horn?
ice mod was... Oh, it just makes the damage better across the board. Just across the board. I mean, I say just. That's not the only thing it does. It also makes it so that you know how in Rise with Hunting Horn, you don't do a draw attack.
Yeah, you can just stop
you know.
playing.
Well,
You don't have to have it out to play.
you can draw it without doing
Of note.
the draw attack. Yeah,
That's good.
it adds that change.
That's a comfy change. Because I didn't
Yeah,
like
it's very
that Rise made it a little brainless. It's still fun.
Yeah.
But I liked
It-
the mini
Like
game.
I even saw, like I even call it like it's heavy dual blades. That's what it is. And then like I say that, and then a video appears in my recommended saying why Rise Hunting Horn is worse, and the thumbnail is like it takes the dual blades icon and makes them 2 hunting horns. And then I'm like, wow.
That's totally
someone
what
else
it
had
is though, right?
They had the exact same thought. It's just heavy dual blades. Wow.
You're completely right.
And like the melodies are like a
Afterthought almost. It's like a free
yeah,
buff for
yeah,
just
they-
existing.
exactly, they are just an afterthought. You don't really play around them at all. And I like the world one so much more for that reason.
I
'cause
put a
it
health
feels
thing
so
down?
much more, it feels so much more methodical. And I feel a lot better when I land those things because it's so much harder.
I also felt good knowing that apparently it was like the worst weapon and I was enjoying it. I felt like some sort of hipster like joy. Like, I'm using the least popular weapon and I think it's really fun. You're welcome for the free earplugs, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Winky
and the
face.
best way to play it in Rise was terrible. There's a
What was
demon
it?
host ahead.
Oh.
You just spam Earthshaker over and over.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
really long, slow move.
Yeah, I remember.
That was the best way to play it. It was really lame.
You played a lot of TF2 with some Overwatch. You have a considerable amount of single player and stuff, but you've let to play them and only played once. They bore you out and you don't know why. Maybe you're like demanding challenge, because usually PvP games have a lot of like almost like random challenge, because every player you fight will be slightly different to the last. And there's difficult single player games, but like I guess at like peak PvP is going to be harder, right? Because you can fight the other peak player, so it scales with how good people are. Whereas a game's difficulty is set at launch. But maybe that's not the reason, it's just a thought. That might be why I like more single player PvE games now, because I know I can still be good at them without putting in thousands of hours. Because if you want to be good at a shooter now, right, it's so like solved. You just do like a few hours of like aim shooters every single day and like hand exercises, and you have a personal trainer give you a CSGO diet, and you play another 40 hours a day forever. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, I think the most exciting thing about the ice mod, though, just flat out, is you don't need to clutch claw anymore. It becomes a bonus thing, so it makes the game much more
What does the clutch
bearable.
call do? Just pull you on the monster?
It weakens spots, so it makes their hit zones like it makes it so that hit zones are actually going to take damage from your weapon.
That's what it
In-
does in the base game, right?
In Master Rank, it really matters because enemy hit zones, like monster hit
They
zones,
have
get
loads of
so
defense.
terrible. Yeah, they get so terrible, and you need to soften the spots in order to make them remotely worth hitting.
Yeah.
Usually, and like that sucks because the way the clutch call works makes it.
It's like a
it's
mandatory
a really-
minigame that slows down the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
I want to use
So-
my cool greatsword, not the little like grappling hook.
yeah, and what it does though is that like it doesn't remove it or anything. It just makes it like a little bonus and not something you have to do.
It's an extra, yeah.
So
TF2 was
It's
100%
still
used
there
in 2022.
for those who enjoy it.
Bloody hell.
And I enjoy it depending on the weapon.
300 hours into Splatoon 3. I love Monster Hunter, just in general. It's such a solid, fun game. And I like fun. Like, I smile when I play it. And I, like, feel happy when I succeed.
Oh, and Ice also reworks the progression, so it makes RNG a little less bad.
Do you still have to farm for attack gems?
So it also does this thing where if your weapon depends on certain skills, it trickles in those skills as quest rewards throughout the main story.
Oh. So, like, if you have a hunting horn, you're more likely to get, like, the extended hunting
It will
horn
give you
thing.
Sonorous eventually. It
That's
will give you Mighty Bow eventually.
How does it know what weapon you... Is it what you use in that quest as a chance to drop the gems for that thing?
I think it just gives them all.
Oh, it just gives them
accounting
all
for
over
every weapon.
time.
Yeah.
So you have the option to switch.
Yeah.
That's cool.
How come it's never the side you check first? It has like the prime main. Oh, maybe this, I guess.
Rough. The Emperor is not with us today.
Oh, look at that. 3 out of 5.
We're good?
Where do we carry this?
Over to the main objective thing, right?
Okay.
If you slide with it, you just go faster, by the way. If you just slide forward.
Is throwing not faster?
I mean, you can throw it over obstacles and that will be fast, but if there's a bunch of enemies around, just slide. You do actually just straight up move faster than an Ogren sliding forward with it, so...
Hi, this singular guy was here with you and he goes to slice me. What was he waiting?
It's like funny, because, like the Ogren, oh, big, strong, carries things quicker, right?
Yeah,
That's
but he has the
awesome.
slowest slide.
No, he doesn't have a worse slide, it's just everyone can just slide.
Oh,
so
it's the same.
there's no point.
Dude, the enemies running at you animation is the Uruk-hai in Lord of the Rings running.
It
When they're gonna
is.
blow up, fuck. Minas Tirith.
Blow up the fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, we have them all.
Yeah, I've got one here. I think, unless this is ammo. Hang on, I can throw down one of these.
Thanks. What's
Oh, we
that?
both did it.
Might not have been necessary, but like, I haven't used them all game. Ever since you started playing Team Fortress in 2008, you've had the same feeling every time you play a single-hour game that's more than a few hours. Single player feels like a waste of time compared to the multiplayer and ever-changing in terms of
Waste
gameplay.
of time.
Well, it's donut. You think about
Everything
games
is
like
a waste of time by that standard.
Well, I think he means like
Single player game is like reading a story or listening to a podcast.
yeah.
But it's just experiencing a story, but you are the main character. It's not a waste of time. Multiplayer is also a waste of time because all multiplayer games die. So you've wasted all your time, useless skill.
Do you think you should have played CS:GO a bit sooner then?
Oh, we just leave. Zoom, 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 zoom,
Well,
zoom.
none of us are ever going to be good enough to get to that level.
Absolutely not. You have to be like 15 now.
1% will. So by that, that's also useless. Useless skill.
I think what
pointless to
Donut's
play.
more saying is like with games like Quake, the single player. Well, maybe it's not what he means, but like the single player in Quake's kind of shit compared to the
Well,
multiplayer.
maybe there are games that are made to be better for one thing than the other. Yes.
I'm assuming that's what he means. Like, how many games are you
Everything-
playing with as
everything's
multiplayer and single player?
Everything sucks.
Don't ever play games. Just.
I think games
pick your
weren't
nose.
meant to be useful, I don't think so.
Games are so terrible.
Tetris would make me good at packing things. You play PvP for the fact that the challenge depends on the other players, but at the same time it feels like the other reason is a feeling of wasting time playing something that isn't TF2, and thus using free time not improving. That's either addiction or dedication, I don't know what the word is, but
can't be dedication. TF2 is pointless game.
I kind of know what you
Game,
mean though.
No point being good at it.
When you like
Old
want to,
game.
when
has
you
no future, nothing to gain from it, equals pointless.
oh, sorry, any fun you've had is now void.
Every game is pointless.
I know what you
What are
mean
you
though.
doing
Like,
with your life, chat?
when you want to get better, you're thinking every like hour you spend, you're improving. So if you spend a few hours playing like Sporkle, you're like, damn, I could
Yeah,
be
but surely
grinding
you're
my
not
aim.
dedicating like your entire day minus sleep on
Oh,
TF2. I hope not.
What? Wow.
some of these people might be. I used
Well, that
to.
would also
Wow.
be pointless.
Feels like I mean, it feels like a waste of time. Whether or not it's actually a waste of time is a different question. I think if you're like reducing your stress levels, you're making your life live slightly longer, so it's not too big of a waste of time, right?
No, it's a waste.
Stress is like a slow, insidious killer. So if you're like de-stressing, then that's not so bad. I think if you're enjoying yourself, you're not wasting time. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, I think it is a waste. Like when
Pointless.
people are addicted to stuff like League of Legends and they force themselves to play it every day and then
Yeah,
they
I'm not
hate
ready.
it, I think that's a waste of time. That's not a hot take though. I'm assuming most of you would agree with that, right? Like feeling like you have to play something is bad. You know, it's not hot.
Did I click yes or what happened?
Oh, I declined.
Oh,
Blank declined.
I have to check shops.
Is the Eviscerator the best option for me here, or should I look at any of the other options?
I think Eviscerator is the best salad weapon. That's my personal opinion. Just use what's fun though.
I'm enjoying like just tearing stuff down with it. I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
Mhm.
I think it's
Yeah,
kind
no,
of
good.
mad
Go check the
poggers.
shop anyway though.
I'm in it.
is it new stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah, it should have refreshed.
there's nothing interesting.
I have a lot of fun with the Thunderhammer, but I think it's there.
There wasn't one in the shop for me anyway.
And the Flamer is obviously insane. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah, it's
did.
weird, Rob, right? Like when you put it in writing that you are like you do just want to get really good at one sort of game. You don't think much of it because it's what you normally do in your day to day. It's part of your routine, but it is weird when you write it down and you're like, damn, that is a lot of
Damn.
time. You've always wanted to play single player games because they have created some of your favorite experiences, but PvP is always more gravitating. I guess it's like it's whether or not you look for something. Because if you look at a PvP game, you're thinking, damn, I could put so much time into this and I could become really good and I could have so much fun in the future. And it's like an infinite cycle. Whereas it's a single player game, you're like, hey, I'm looking forward to the next 50 hours and then I need to find something else to do. I guess especially if you've not already spent like 8,000 hours in a single player or in a multiplayer game, you probably still have that joy ahead of you. But once you've done it once, maybe that's it. Like I don't know, I don't want to do that anymore.
Woolen.
Sorry, I thought it was gonna. I didn't. I
You
would,
need to
So
go
that was
now.
gonna be the
Let's
rated
focus.
for a second.
yeah,
Gotta get in there.
stinking on chat.
I mean, it's the kind of thing as well where I think, because I don't have that much time normally to play video games, I usually play like PvP as well, but it's because like my friends, well, it'll be like a multiplayer game with
I
friends.
fucking hate Overwatch.
Yeah, I don't like
Okay,
it that
but
much.
like it's the type of thing you still play it sometimes, I guess.
And Tomo tells me to not play it and just like sit in a cold room by myself.
It's the thing as well. Like I'll sometimes
wanna play
games
Apex.
I don't necessarily want to play, but like
With friends, it's fun.
it's more fun to sit and play it with friends than just not do anything.
I guess that's a point. Like I would never play Overwatch by myself, but with my friends, it
Yeah, I
becomes
would
fun.
not play
Right.
it by myself either.
I did say that the last competitive game I played was what? Multiverses?
Mhm.
It's a lie, because I did play Deceive Inc. with you.
Oh, dude, Deceive Inc. is so good. Did any of
I
you
want
lot play
that
it,
game.
Cake or
I want that game to come out.
Chris was there?
Because I am really excited for everything conceptually.
It was such a fun game. Did you
They
see
said
it, Cake?
hot in all caps in chat.
You were wait. Who was there with us?
Me, I was there.
Yeah, it was Chris and Blank and me. Was Cake also
Yeah,
there?
it was me and Chris.
Cake
It was,
wasn't there, right?
wasn't that game trios? So it would have been
Well,
just us three.
Yeah, it was trios.
It was really cool. It felt like a
Yep.
Gmod game.
That was fun.
Yeah, and I felt bad for you because it just kept crashing.
Yeah. But I liked it despite the crashes, which says a lot, because a lot of times I do just
Yeah.
give up and think I'm never going to play this
He
again.
loves the main menu, this one.
It really interested me.
We even won one with you there. I think it was like our first game we played because we just killed everybody.
I'm using my... any game where I can flex my like first-person shooter skills.
I mean, it did kind of feel like you could just like NGE your way out of it.
yeah.
Yeah, but the second time we won, Chris, we escaped with the...
Yeah, we were
Goodies.
being sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually like escaped with it, or you did rather. You carried at the end. But it's like the whole sneaky.
Oh, I just got
thing.
a penance completed called Hard Labor.
It's so much different. But like even then, it's like I can only play these games with friends. I can't
Yeah, I get you.
do that stuff alone.
I'd never want to play like Deep Rock or by myself either, even though that game is quite fun. I think I'm just used to the social aspect, and playing it by myself would feel a bit lonely.
Force lightning. Unlimited power.
When you're already invested in a PvP game, it's harder to learn a new single-player one. It's easier to do what you know. Yeah, I could see that. I could totally see that. It's
I never
nice
gonna play
being good.
Valorant. I've missed out on the Valorant experience.
I think it's still extremely popular. Valorant had that one minigame that was like the base game,
What
but
did you
just the
say?
fun. Oh, sorry.
TK?
TK plays it with other friends.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We could play it with TK. It had like the takebacks or whatever it was called, where you just did the bomb fight over and over, and that was so much fun.
I hate it.
Well, and when is Calamity happening?
Calamity's probably at this point happening after we come back from Australia, I'm gonna be honest with you.
When are we gonna
Calamity.
play CSGO together?
Calamity Christmas special.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be back in like September, so
I mean, Calamity we could just play, because it's a...
we could play remote, but it's whether or not people would be up at the same time or want to play in the morning, or if we'd want to play at like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
No fucking way I'm playing in the morning.
Exactly.
Okay. I said to Willen, I might like, because the time really doesn't line up, I might just like sometimes wake up at 7 to talk to you guys.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, well, I mean, then you're a better person than I am, but I'm never getting up before work. Never, ever, ever.
cut to the next scene where Cake is waking up early from work.
No. There's not even a parallel universe exists.
Your work
where
starts at
there's another
10,
human
right?
being I would wake up early for.
Oh, the flashing.
There's no one I care for that much. Not even my family.
Are we not better than your family? Excuse me?
No.
Your internet friends?
Well, but
Get much
either
Warhammer
way, I
painted.
think I'll
Oh, hey.
do that though.
I posted
'Cause
my progress
I
in
need-
Discord.
I think I'll need to wake up so early at that point, you know what? I might as well.
I'll wake up early if we have something really cool planned, like if you want to do Jackbox or something, but,
Yeah, but I guess
otherwise
it's
maybe
like,
not.
if we're there, we could, maybe there's like an overlap of time where we could play games
The
together.
weekend would make the most sense, where we could maybe...
Yeah, you want to go to a weekend concert?
Well, not... Oh, yeah, the weekend. Ladies and gentlemen. No, but like, if it's Saturday, we could probably wake up at 6 and play your, like, Saturday evening
But
games
probably,
or
like, I
whatever.
don't think I'll be able to play Overwatch for 6 months.
Not on 400 ping, dude.
Oh, I mean, I might be able to, but it'll be pain.
I'm gonna play so much Oot Randomizer. Sorry if I'm like missing your chat right now, chat. I don't want to talk over everyone.
I think
I am reading
Calamity,
what you're writing.
if we have enough, if we have a time slot, it could be fine.
I don't know how bad Terraria is in high ping.
Taking a throw.
Anyone know?
It's pretty bad.
Like, it would be a lot. It would be to Australia. It would not be a bigger ping than this.
Okay, that's...
Yeah.
Especially
I-
Calamity. Calamity is not fond of like a local
Yeah, I
stuff.
was gonna say, I think vanilla would probably be fine, but when it's modded, it can be strict. Because I do play modded with Deppy, so I'm used to typing. Maria, she says it's fine when she plays on my host, and I think it's fine when I play on her host, but like, we don't play with like a huge group
That's
of
also
people
like
either.
US to Northern Europe, right?
Yeah.
That's not really
Yeah.
that bad.
So
Like, I
it's
used to
not
play-
it's not that bad neither.
Yes.
So it's not exactly a good comparison. But my experience with it is not too bad.
If it's too bad, maybe we play it after.
And it sucked.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I was
it's
gonna
fine.
say, I don't know. It's probably better to just wait.
Stuff like GeoGuessr makes more sense to play.
Yeah, we could just play like weird.
Have better connection on a call if I called you on the phone.
Well, PvE games might
Just
matter.
demon host, be careful.
Oh yeah.
Well, then I think it's time to start like a 2000 episode Isaac playthrough.
Hey everybody! Welcome back to Woolen Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Today we're going to be choosing
Oh, shit.
Judas. Yeah, Judas. He's our boy. This reminds me of a guy that we met in the grocery store the other day. We were doing some shopping. I was picking up a Mars bar, and he came over and said to me, like, hey, you're not having one of those Snickers? You know, they're not you when you're hungry. And I laughed because we'd both seen the advert. Anyway, Luna is now 100 years old and has learned to speak in tongues. So yeah, Pog is out there to the boys in chat. Freeze him, sneeze him, cheese him.
Cheese.
Yep. I'm recently I painted the golden highlights on my Ultramarines. Before I'd just done the like chest wings and the little thing on the arm, the little skull scepter looking thing.
Being yourself instead of being Northernline.
No. And then I went over and then did all the rest of the gold highlights, and it looks really cool. You missed the Australia thing. Could you give us more recap? Well, I haven't done like an official announcement, but I've mentioned it on stream a few times, and chat's pretended that I've mentioned it before. They're like, oh yeah, I've been listening. Next year, from like March to September, we'll be traveling to England and Australia and Japan and Singapore and Edinburgh, I think, and the Netherlands. That one's especially exotic. Australia will only be like 3 months, but it will be 3 months. The other countries will be, I'll be on holiday, so I won't be streaming. We'll be doing like videos or nothing. And the UK / Edinburgh things will be normal, I guess. But if you kept up in Discord general, I recently made a fucking huge purchase for you, chat. Not just for myself, it's for you.
Where are you conjuring all this money from?
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. But I mean, I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm so like. The reason I didn't just buy a gaming laptop to stream from is because I want all the things for this setup to be usable for other stuff.
And Australia. And
oh, that money? That's because it's all of my savings.
Yeah, I used up all my student finance.
It's literally all my
But I'm already
savings,
like 60k in that, so
it's
it
surprisingly
literally does not matter.
It's surprisingly cheap. Like, I know it's obviously expensive, but like you can go to Japan from England for like a few £100
yeah,
plane ticket.
I got some really good hotel deals. It basically means we paid rent for like the next 6 months already.
Yeah, I'm relying
like,
on that fact to fund myself.
So it's only like 2-3k more expensive for the plane tickets and stuff. But it's basically paying your, because we're canceling this apartment.
Help. The lack of rent makes it possible, basically. But I bought a Steam Deck to use as my gaming PC. But I think that's about as efficient and cheap as I can be to get a good experience. Plus a Steam Deck I can use outside of this trip. Plus it's useful in the trip. Like, I think it's a good purchase. I got an external monitor, so I can game on like a nice refresh rate and not have to game on the Steam Deck. But also, when I'm working, I don't want to do my programming job on a tiny little 13-inch MacBook screen, so it's good for that as well. And another screen's always good. I've bought the expensive fucking horrible expensive Elgato capture card, which I was going to get at some point anyway because I want to use my old PC as a streaming PC.
There's a med station back here.
Oh, I need that.
Oh, I need that.
My current capture card that I got for playing Switch games only handles 60 FPS, so I can't use it for pass-through.
I pinged it.
Oh.
I'm at it. But the one I'm buying is like 4K 60, so it also works at 1080p 240Hz, so I will be able to use that after the trip, but also during the trip as a capture card. So I think I've made like sensible purchases. They're stupid, like it's for my hobby, it's for streaming and gaming, but like the things I'm buying have uses outside of the holiday. But also they help me still stream while I'm gone if we have good enough internet, and if I don't, I can still make videos and upload those. Yeah, I'll be a Linux gamer. I might install Windows on the side, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I might want to play Genshin on a proper screen and not just my tablet, but I don't know if the Steam Deck runs it better than my tablet. So.
I think there's enough games you can play without having to... Like,
it's mostly
like single-player games and stuff like that.
Well, the only issue really with Linux for me is games with anti-cheat that aren't functioning, but a lot of the anti-cheat games are co-op games that we can't play anyway because of the ping. I'm not going to play Apex on the Steam Deck, I think. Maybe I could. But like Genshin won't work, but I can play that on 100 other devices. Osu works fine. I think there's a few setups you can do to make Osu run. I'm pretty sure Dolphin runs on Linux, so I should be able to do Zelda Randomizer. Loads of indie games will run. It'll be good. You never have to buy Switch games again. Well, I mean, I'll still buy the Switch games, because I don't know. I feel weird about piracy when it's a game that I can go in the shop and buy. I don't know. I'd rather like I feel better when I only buy one game and then think carefully about my purchase and then hopefully enjoy it. I don't like just I don't know. I've been ruined by the gaming industry. Like big Nintendo doesn't care about my 60 quid, but I still feel bad if like streaming something and I'd stolen it. Not, you know, degrading any of you if you want to do it. It's up to you. It's your own self. I feel weird.
You're not degrading me?
With a pirated game.
Wrong.
So I like to buy Switch games. But I just buy less. Like I'm not playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I'm sure I could find a copy of it on the internet, but I just won't play it. Steam Deck went Genshin, you'd have to use Windows. I'm fine with that. Either I'll install Windows to play it, or I'll just play it on my phone and not stream it. I'm not fast. I'm sure I could sideload Windows without too much hassle, right? The like worst frames won't matter because Genshin already runs like 60 FPS max. You should make TF2 less important for yourself to be able to play other games, but you have no idea how. Stop playing Team Fortress for a week and see like how you feel, you know? If you're feeling like cold turkey, maybe you are addicted, and if you feel kind of indifferent, maybe it's perfectly fine what you're doing and it's nice that you're enjoying yourself in the game, you know? It's free as well. There's worse games than TF2 to want to play every day. Like, at least it's not got predatory microtransactions. Wait, hang on. Well, for the most part.
There's also better games to want to play every day.
Yeah, like Osu.
Sims.
Apex is one of the anti-cheat games that works really well. You don't know how well... I think the Steam Deck runs Apex pretty well, actually. But it's whether or not I'd want to play it on Australian ping. I guess I could play...
You don't need to play with non-Australian people.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think non-Australian people will be sleeping in KK.
Maybe I'd play it. Because I'm taking my like mouse and keyboard and stuff with me.
I stay up really late, but I'm not waking up early.
Okay. I actually don't know what the time overlap is.
It's like what? 12, 11 hours ahead?
I think the only thing I saw was if I wake up at 7, I could catch you guys at like 11 or something.
The other thing is,
it's the literal opposite side of the world.
Yeah, so I could have my breakfast cereals, and I can come and be like, hello.
how many days is 3 months? It's like 90 days, right?
Yeah.
That's only 90 days to worry about all this ping and like waking up stuff, and
I mean,
only
it's
like
not that big of an issue because 90 days in the grand scheme of things is like
it's nothing.
nothing.
Yeah. So I'm happy to either not
It's
stream or do
Seattle's.
other stuff, but I just want to try and keep up what I can.
I'm all for like just forgetting like everything we've ever had happen together and just move on.
You know what? Fair enough, honestly.
You mustn't say such things.
I thought you were one of my friends. I have very few friends in this world, but you know what? -1. That's alright. I'll find another one. Blank.
Minus
New spot just opened up in my heart.
Hello.
But what about Chrislan?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is just I just don't think it's gonna work now.
Blank, what are your thoughts on Highlander
Yes,
Sniper?
much.
I don't play bad games.
Perfect. You'll do. Good enough. All the emulators run on the deck. Lovely. I will... If I play anything, I will at least be playing loads of randomizer, because that's like a perfect Steam Deck game, right? Wayhope programming, that's another one I think I'll do a lot of, yeah. Because if streaming only works on like shit frame rates and shit hertz, but maybe it is possible, programming streams could work, because I can just stream at like a high screen resolution, but with a really low frame rate.
Would you do IRL streams?
I don't know how it works with the 4G.
Thank you.
Because it is expensive. It's like £5 a day or £10 a day for a 4G thing is like 150 to 300 pounds a month to use the internet, which is like
Yeah, but let's say if
insane.
you get one anyway for Japan.
I don't know. I also don't want to like make our holiday into like a opportunity for me to make content.
I am constantly in a content cage.
You
6
know?
months of content cage.
Wouldn't that be a bit sad? Like, oh yeah, we're here in, you know, Hakone or whatever. But by the way, I need to quickly thank our sponsor for today.
Welcome to content jail.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think like a little bit of it is fine. Like, I would not be happy if you were like, "Hey guys,"
What if I did it in Enna's voice?
that would make it a little better.
And Ninji Sanji Enna,
Hey guys.
maybe.
Ask Kachima to meet up.
Dude, do you think she'd want to hang out? One of them must be into like old TF2 spy mains, right? Right?
No.
No? Probably not, right?
No.
Hello? Your main goal would be to enjoy games that you can't enjoy nowadays, not getting a different game to play how much you like TF2 right now. I don't think you should be replacing an addiction with another. I think that's
What
bad.
is this about?
Rob-san is maybe not worried, but like they're wondering if they might have an issue where they just want to play TF2 every day and they can't enjoy single-player games. And I feel like what they just wrote is, I want to find a different game to play every day instead, which I think defeats the purpose. I think it's fine just to play one game every day.
Have you considered just like doing cocaine?
You could try Coke, actually, yeah. You might find it more Moorish.
I mean, when I was getting
Addicted
over
to Coke.
TF2 in quotations, when I was addicted to Coke, I just played different games.
Just do other stuff,
that-
yeah.
I mean, I
What's
just
other
tried
cheating
things.
rock you can do?
But I mean, it's like the type of thing as well, right? Where, oh shit, I'm gonna lie. Where it's like, for example, now that we play Overwatch,
meant the opposite,
and
I'm
I enjoy
sorry.
playing Overwatch with the friends. Like every day, I'm thinking, should I
Oh,
play Overwatch?
I
Maybe I'll
misread
play
that
Overwatch
horribly.
today."
I'm sorry, Rob.
Oh,
I put you in
okay.
the wrong
Like
light.
him.
Rob actually said the word "not" in there, and I failed to read it.
What
so,
did you say?
well, they said, I want to be able to enjoy games I can't enjoy now, not getting a different game to play like TF2.
Oh.
So sorry about misreading that.
I mean, it is
Flipping
just
it.
the type of thing where, like,
What's wrong with the shadows?
yeah, I don't know what's up with this. Game.
Yeah, I saw that too. That was terrible.
Why did it throw me
Yeah.
out of the elevator?
Sorry, Rob. Yeah, just take a week off. Uninstall the game. You know, save all your config files and uninstall it. You can't play the game if you don't
Oh,
have
no,
it installed.
not him. Should we not just...
Get on board. There we go.
Did I see the finished documentation? I'm afraid I haven't had the time doing it. I've been cleaning and looking up stuff online and... Oh yeah, I also bought like a dock to use with the Steam Deck, so hopefully that works.
I thought you were gonna say about a dog, and I was
I
gonna
bought
say,
a
where
dog.
is he hiding?
Oh hey!
Hello.
There's a med station up here.
This mission never ends.
It's long, isn't it?
Dude, stop reloading.
Scottish woolen needs some of that.
Can you change your name? Am I just Scottish Woolen for life?
Yeah, I know. You're Scottish Woolen forever.
I'm fine with that.
Scottish forever.
I think that plays into the lore of my character that they are Scottish and also I'm Woolen.
Come up here and get the healing now.
Scottish Woolen doesn't need the healing. Scottish Woolen really needs the
Scottish
healing.
Is he
Don't
like
take
Scottish oats?
it. Oats. Yep. The de-oxygen version of GitHub's action runner made it light themed. I hope that's okay. Excuse me? Beg your pardon? Also, yes, Tom, I will probably make a cooking video. I don't know if I want to make a vlog of our like Airbnbs, because I feel like it wouldn't be that hard to just search through them and like stalk
I think
us.
you release them after we leave.
Right.
You can make them.
We can make them in advance and say, you know, all these are taken from like a month ago. But we could do maybe streams from in the kitchen, I don't know.
I think there's a lot of content we could do, and I think what
Walking
I
around
said to
the
Willen today was
environment.
you should make like a list and like a poll of what people want to see as well. Obviously, also what you want to make.
The dogs of Australia.
Oh, the
the
that's
wild
actually a great idea. Remember, note that one down.
I just like every time I see a dog, I pull out the camera and start filming without
Can
the.
I film your dog and rate it?
No, don't ask.
Just blur out the face of the
Blur
dog
out
as
the
well.
face of the
The
dog.
dog is very pettable. Very
10 out of 10.
docile,
Dog review.
Very friendly.
But also
Lovely
include in
dog.
a list of dogs like the ibises and
Oh,
stuff.
the
that they
documentation
have.
pages have a white background.
The bean chickens.
That's fine. I can't wait to see the bin chickens. I once thought those were like ancient Egyptian ibis, like pharaoh sacred creatures, but really they're just bin chickens.
Bean chicken.
I love the Aussies. Bin chicken. Wrestle a koala. Dude, those drop bears aren't going to know what's coming. I'm going to drop on them. Suplex them into the ground.
It's gonna cost you like 60 quid.
If you suplex a koala.
No, just touch one.
Oh shit.
Just go find one in the wild.
Just pluck one out
Pokemon
of the
just
tree.
made like a Gen 4 Pokemon cry. Cake, if you were to be a Gen 4 Pokemon cry, why would it be Cricketune?
I love Cricketune cry so much.
He's such a good boy.
I thought about Cricketune the other day, and I don't know why.
As you do.
Just crossed
It's
my
just
mind.
forever embedded in your brain. That's why. I remember like I like could not remember what. I could not remember where it was from, but I remembered the sound for a long time, and I was like, "What is this from?" And then like I heard you mention it, and I'm like, "Oh my god, that is from Pokemon." Because for some reason it was rubbed out of my. But I've heard it in like a dream.
Yeah.
It resonates with me because that was like my first Pokemon game. Was Platinum.
I forget.
No,
are
it
you
wasn't
into
Platinum, it was
Pokemon or
Diamond.
not? I can never remember.
Okay,
I feel like you like it, but you're not
Pokemon.
into it these days.
I do not like newer Pokemon.
Okay. Oh, good night.
Hello.
Oh, fair enough then. I liked
Yeah,
how
that-
in. Oh, go on, sorry.
I really liked Pokemon Black and White 2.
That was a good game.
Those are my games. Those are my. So,
Oh, Zoomer, I see.
Realm in this map.
I like Platinum and Diamond, but I think Black and White 2 really they brought out the most sprite work, and that made me happy.
Yeah, the games were had some amazing pixel art.
I'm glad they went to 3D eventually because it's great.
It was
It's
inevitable.
awesome, but I think for Pokemon, where the aesthetics sell, they were gonna go 3D eventually. So there was no stopping that. But that being said, I really like all the things surrounding Black and White 2, things that people don't really think about, like the fact that they constantly animate.
Tommy
The
hates
gyms,
that.
the gyms all have their own like tracks.
Yeah, the gym puzzles are really cool. And
There's
the
just so many
music.
little things that are wonderful in those games, and those are the first games where TMs and HMs I think were in use.
Yeah, that was sick. It was comfy.
And those games are reasonably hard. Like I remember the champion of Pokemon Black and White 2. She runs a Haxorus with I forget
Adamant.
which scarf it is, but it's the scarf that gives you sturdy basically.
Sturdy.
And she does Dragon Dance, and it's like what?
Oh yeah, they set up.
I don't remember.
Black and White trainers were really smart.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah, they were
It's the first game
really
where
good.
they started doing like the enemies would really do like type advantages and like really try to outsmart you with setups.
Was it Black and White where they
really
did have
liked
setup? Like they had Pokemon that would like, yeah, they had like
They did all the like they tried to
focus
protect
band and
set up,
stuff.
like
Yeah.
stuff with sturdy and they would heal. It's just like damn, I can't believe that
They'd have good natures and
Yeah,
like
the
EVs as
AI.
well.
exists.
Well, it's like the Elite Four are actually elite,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, and the Elite Four I really like too.
They were good,
Like
good characters.
a ton, especially since they retired the concept of Elite Four rooms just being very empty rooms that are just square boxes. I really like the approach that the league has. It
Oh.
feels so grand
Yeah,
compared to because it's also like a castle too.
yeah, it's sick.
And the Elite Four, like all of their rooms have like
Amazing theming, like the
such
big animation.
personality. Yeah, like everything surrounding like the major points of any ordinary Pokemon game. In those games, it's just highlighted so much more, and everything feels so much more grand. And I love that so much.
If only they had Geodude and Zubat available in Black and White 1, it would have been more popular.
Yeah.
I genuinely didn't like the only new Pokemon. I know it's like a bold new direction, but
Yeah.
I didn't
Black and
like
White
so
2
many of
was
the new
much
Pokemon.
better about that.
You could get Growlithe in Black and White 2 in like the first area, and that's why I
You
liked
could
it.
get, yeah, you can get Magnemite like immediately too.
Yeah.
And
I streamed
Leaf and
2, I
stuff.
think, and I was like, this is way better than I remember Black and White being.
Yeah, I like Black and White 2 way more. For
Focus
for a lot
Sasha.
of reasons. Yeah, Focus Sash. That's. Yeah, though I love
You can do it, Robson.
the fact that trainers were so smart in that game too.
Oh fuck,
Um,
I thought it was a lift.
and it was like pretty difficult as well. It felt.
How did I beat it on stream? Did I have like some
game
setup
does-
Pokemon?
The game does feed you like Ubers though, Black and White 2, because they give you like the sword trio. Just they sprinkle them throughout.
Is that
progression.
Landorus or
No, it's not Landers. It's like the
Keldeo?
Terrakion and
Terrakion,
Cobalion.
Cobalion,
Virizion.
yeah.
Verizon Wireless.
Verizon. Yeah, I remember Verizon. Yeah. They do that, but I remember you also get like I mean, you get Arcanine at the start of the game with Intimidate, but like you get loads of Pokemon that are very, very usable in the end game, and it's not like you don't get them just at the end.
Watching Blank and the Ducklings.
Usually-
both change directions to follow Blank. Like, gone this
I have
way.
no
Mother
idea
Goose
where
went
to
somewhere
go,
else.
so I just followed whomever I saw.
Where do I take this?
The center down here.
I'm
being memed on.
usually the games only give you the
Ranger.
Ubers like in the last area, like either post game or like in Victory Road areas. So it's cool that you can actually have a good team for most of the game. You don't
it's
feel like
me.
you have to switch out.
A Mother Goose. Yeah, though I like. Also, I really like Gen 5 Pokemon, and that's a controversial one because
I think I don't like a lot of them still.
Everyone looks at the ice cream cone.
The Ice Cream
and
Cone's
then
not
they're
that
like,
bad.
Oh, this is terrible, and I'm like, no, it's not.
I hate how half the Pokemon you see are fighting types, and they're like generic men.
That's what I was gonna say. If anything, the thing I don't like is the lack of type variety, because there's 3 different fighting types introduced in that game.
Just so many.
that are thrown at you at the start. But no, I actually like the ice cream.
Which is the
Like,
one that
it's
adds the Firebird? Is that X and Y or Black and White?
I
Like the
thought
Pidgey
it was X and
replacement.
Y.
It might be X and
Yeah,
Y.
that's X and Y.
Tail.
I
Talonflame.
forget its name too.
That's the one
Talonflame,
game
yeah.
I chose not to take the starter bird, and I've really annoyed
no.
because I love fire. The idea of a Firebird sounds so cool, and it's the one game where I'm like, you know what? For once, Pidgey, sit down. I'm gonna do something else. What a mistake. What was in my team in Black and White 2? Does anyone remember? I streamed it only a few years ago, I think. I must have had like some cool bug type. Because it also added like Eviolite, right? So you can actually use earlier gen Pokemon and not feel so bad about it. And it buffs stuff like Rhydon, which were already really cool.
Oh no.
Safe Suffer.
Also, like,
Eating fried dog.
Black and White had a lot of dragons.
I love dragons though.
Yeah, me too. But it's like, there's Hydreigon though.
Hydreigon's
And I'm like,
so
oh my
cool.
God, it's so cool. And
This Dark Dragon
Axorus is
though.
also pretty cool
Yeah,
because
but it has like
it's
a
an axe
emo
dragon.
cut.
It has the emo cut. I like the emo cut.
I think
The
one's-
one time, actually, I don't know if you lot knew about this, but like I actually tried grinding for like a perfect Dino once, like a few years ago. I don't know why. I think I like found my Pokemon like white cartridge, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make like a post-game setup. And I sat for like days. Every time I went to the loo, I'd like try and catch a few Dinos. Eventually, until I got like a one with like a adamant or whatever nature. I don't remember what nature I was going for. And like some like minimum stats.
I have
So
one
cool.
Black and White 2 nitpick, and this is the only thing that kind of does the game off for me. The low health music. It's so terrible.
You don't like it? I thought they
I
slapped.
think no, I think it slaps. It's more like
It's scary. It stresses me out.
it cuts off good music. Because Black and White 2, I like the sound of that more than anything about it. The soundtrack in that game is so good. I love it so much. I think and also if you did the Pokemon World Tour in that game, which I really liked.
That's where Driftvale City's from, right?
Yeah. The Pokemon World Tour, you could fight like all the previous gen's gym leaders there, all the previous gen's champions,
Oh yeah.
and they would all have new themes in the new soundtrack.
I didn't do that, but I would have loved that if I'd actually known it was a thing.
You should.
I have my like Gen 1 brain where post-game doesn't exist outside of catching Mewtwo. So the idea that there's like a thing to do that isn't like the Battle Frontier is crazy to me.
I thought he died.
I've been killed too, Stiffer.
People forget
You've
about the
uninstalled.
PWC.
Hopefully you won't get a massive urge to install it. I think you'll be fine, Robsan. Go play through... Have you played Terraria, Robsan? Go give it a go if you haven't. That could
Yeah,
keep
the
you
button.
interested for a week. Although you might have said you were already playing Terraria,
Oh,
right?
it breathes. Look at it. It's breathing.
Have you played Fallout New Vegas? Maybe give that a go. I'm thinking of like games that you might own and might not have played that are like super cheap.
God, I see it. It does breathe. I hate this thing.
Also, I like that I managed to get someone to uninstall TF2. That's the first time that's
Oh my
worked.
god, that's so awesome, actually. I'm so
I've
proud
done
of
it.
you, streamer.
I'm proud of you, everyone in chat. The first step is accepting. The next step is installing Osu. So you go to osu.pp.sh and you hit the install button. You make a new account.
I'd almost say Osu is worse.
Also, it's bad for your wrist.
Osu is the only good game, and it's also the only bad game because it's objectively like terrible for your health. But also like, it's the only good game.
Stinky game.
How many games where you can win by playing Bocce the Rock over and over again? Just think about that.
Bocce never wins.
Bocce's winning always. She has like
Bocce
3
always
friends,
loses.
and she's
Sits
in a band.
mango box.
I wish I sat in a mango box. All I've got is this bloody aubergine box. You set up TF2 on the Steam Deck and it's been fun learning flick stick. Excuse me? Don't talk about that on my stream.
Can you believe they have an ammo code?
I'm a...
I really
Yeah.
need it.
You know what really surprised me with this game? Going from Vermintide to it as well.
Lack of
There's
rats.
no loadouts.
What do you
There's no,
mean?
like- You can't like make different loadouts.
Could you do that in
I
Vermintide?
think I
just
need
got
to
a
sleep.
legendary 478
Yeah.
search staff.
So you couldn't do that in Vermintide, but it was a very highly requested feature, and they recognized it, and they say they're going to put it in a future update, and that's still not here yet. But they did say that at some point. But regardless,
They're gonna
Excuse
let
me,
this
Dip.
game die.
I'm just like
You're
I'm
not gonna play
surprised you didn't do
Osu.
it
I'm
for this
joking.
one.
You shouldn't play Osu.
Okay,
Robson.
okay. Are you talking about Vermintide Kick? Because they have another map coming up.
You have a bunch of games you haven't played.
Well, I mean, they're gonna let Darktide die.
Give us
okay,
some
yeah.
examples.
sure
You
they'll
can recommend some
Keep
stuff.
the Vermintide alive. Vermintide, my beloved.
Have you played Deus Ex, Robson? Those are really good
You
single
can
player
have
games.
this weapon while sprinting. Search staff.
Deus Ex,
might be
Human
good.
Revolution. The new one's probably good as well.
It's time to play like support.
Those are
side
really fun.
for us.
Do you want to stop there or do you want to do more? I'm getting
I'm tired of you all.
Oh, that's not true.
I need to snooze for
I
2 hours.
apologize for my sorry. I'm not gonna cut contact when you go to Australia. I'm sorry.
What the hell?
Why don't you just stay up until 6 a.m.?
Chris doubled up. But
It's not
streamer
waking up
did that.
early if you never go to sleep.
Why I mean maybe I'm like egotistical,
Yep.
but
No, of course not.
like why would I change when you're the guy
Egotistical?
producing change
Because you're an egotistical.
testicles?
All right.
You guys are
Speaking
the
of,
ones changing something, so why do I have to wake up early?
Yeah, but I didn't tell you to wake up at 7.
No,
I
but
said I
Woolen's
would.
telling me to. Woolen's trying to make me do something now.
you have to wake up at 6 every day. Is Day of Defeat fun? Try it. Who knows? Install
It's
it and
dog-
try it. Just go
it's
play it
dog
now. Install it.
Dog shit, don't play it.
Just play it.
It's
Why not?
shit.
It takes 2 seconds to download. It's from 2000.
It sucks.
All right. Speaking of testicles, I'm gonna go. Did you all enjoy Darktide today?
Yeah, I did.
Poggers.
I'm gonna keep streaming it. So
Go watch Blank. Post your
Post
Twitch
Blank,
thing in my
post
chat
Blank.
or something.
I
I can host you actually. That's like a Twitch thing, isn't it? Blank.
You don't even. I don't think you even follow me, do you?
I must follow you, surely.
Why is there 2 animals on your stream today? Why is there 2 cats?
Oh, I don't. Shit. Why do I not follow you? How do I spell your name?
Blaynynkynk.
Lucky 2.
BLN.
Lucky 2 is a banger game. Rob
BLANYNK.
What a stupid name.
Robson, I
Wow.
love Lucky. You should play that.
All right.
That game goes
Go
hard.
say hi
Xbox
to
is
Blank.
awesome.
Oh, I love the purple lighting.
Ah,
You're like a
Thank
Twitch
you.
streamer or something. Go give blaynynkynk a hello. Go give them a woolly wave and a woolly thumbs up and a blanky thumbs down. I'll see you all tomorrow for something new, something different. Have a nice evening, everyone.
wow.
Bye bye. Ah, stupid chat.